Hi, Nick Toggart here with the Historical Fencing Guild. Well, folks, obviously we didn't have much fighting tonight, although it's actually very early the next morning, because of the Easter holiday. We didn't have a big turnout this week. I understand that. I'm not grumpy. And the ones who did, for medical reasons, weren't really fighting. So I have to give you some reason to be checking my videos. I am issuing, and this is a great way to find out which of my friends watch this, a challenge. And I may make it a two-part challenge because I really would like to include the people who just watch. But the challenge is this. I want to do something we'll call honed in HDPE, because what I'm referencing is trademark of someone else. And the idea being this. I found on Amazon for approximately $25-30 an 18 by 30 cutting board, half-inch thick, of HDPE. Now, longtime viewers and those who stuck around from last summer, know what happens when I get a hold. Sorry, I'm shaking the table, which is shaking my horribly damaged camera rig. When I get a hold of cutting boards, they turn into trainers. So I'm going to put challenge out to my Guildies. Those will be the people you see fighting. To use a bit of your tax check, I shouldn't have to pay for everything, and make a trainer out of HDPE. Specifically, same size as what I'm working on. So I can't really hold it up. It would block the entire screen. But, so, we double check. Yeah, we're gonna check. Let's see. 18 by 30. Now you'll see the ghost of a design. I'm not going to leave it up there because it's not done. You'll see it when it's done. There will be several designs coming off of that. But I'm challenging them to make a trainer out of that material. And the winner obviously will be advertised on the guild. We'll make a big to-do, probably have a party, then maybe cake. I'll see if I can make what kind of event I can make it. But we need I haven't set a due date because, frankly, I want to see when they can actually get together, do it. So it'll give them a lot of time to think. And when I have a specific cutoff date, I'll put it up on the next video. So that's cool. As I mentioned, I'm making some new trainers out of the same material. But how am I going to decide? I mean, I can't just say, I like that one best. All right. So for my little honed in HDP contest with my guild, I'm going to rate it on 3 qualities. Those being quality. Okay, basically, that's going to be the rubber mallet. I'm going to take a rubber mallet, and I'm going to smack it. Probably put it in a vise, and smack the snot out of it a couple times. And I will smack the snot out of things I make, both to test the material of this as a standing, and then I'll smack whatever they make. That's quality 1. It has to be sturdy enough to train with. Quality 2 is functionality. It has to function as obviously a weapon. I mean, if somebody brought in a rounded rectangle, it's not obviously a weapon. It needs to obviously be a weapon and not have what I call kit rayitis, where, you know, the fantasy weapons that are more dangerous to you than the person you're fighting. Yeah, there's going to be a functionality. And then we're going to have creativity. This is where the aesthetics come in. What looks, you know, is it attractive? Did they go the extra mile? And I'll put the winner on here. And I'll put whatever I make off of this on here for your enjoyment. I haven't set the cutoff date because I have to find out which of my friends are watching this video right now to know what's going on. And then there'll be announcements and they'll have fun. And I'll make a big to-do of it. Now, what else is coming down the line? Because I want to keep this under my usual right around 10 minutes. This spring/summer, hopefully not into the fall, I'm going to be both building a new forge, because it's the new house, new forge, it's necessary. And I'm thinking of making something really cool. I have a design that I'm working on for a drop hammer, a treadle-powered hammer, because obviously I can't afford a power hammer. They cost more than all my cars. Unless somebody's donating. So I'm going to see how it works, and I'll do a video about it once I either get it put together, possibly a build video. Want to know if you're interested. I can put the notes of what I'm trying. I found myself just a touch intimidated. You see, I'm good with fixing things, but it's hard. My brother Max, he's probably the most mechanically inclined person I've ever met. The man makes amazing things and for $1 million factory rigs, and I went to school to understand people, to try to help. Max went to school to understand and fix things, and he's very mathematical. It impresses me, and always makes it a little intimidating. But I kind of wish I had some of his talents when it comes down to making some of this stuff. We'll just have to see how it goes. Outside of that, once I start forging, we'll have more forging videos. Some how-tos. I've got some really nifty knife designs in my binder I'm going to be working on. Hopefully, weather providing, next week we will have fighting videos. And once the garage is cleaned out enough to fight, I'm going to be doing more specific training videos because I have a nice contained environment with fixed lighting and stuff. So stick around. Now, if you like what I'm doing and you want to support it, there are some things you can do. If you look up Nicholas Tockert, that's me, on Amazon, you'll see the list of things that I've written and published through KDP. Wow, I have to stop shaking that. The Simple Sword is available, obviously, in hardbound and as an ebook. The Big Stompy Robots line. Basically, I don't like giving stuff. I don't like begging, so I want you guys to get something. Now, my patrons, whom I love, are literally what keeps me going and why I was able to afford to get the cutting boards, why I'm afford to get a camera, and why I can help making stuff good for you. If you want to join their illustrious numbers, sign on to my Patreon. Literally anything you give would be huge. I also want to put out one other shout out. This shout out goes to somebody who almost definitely won't see it, but I feel obligated. To Shad of Shadversity. He's been going through a lot of stuff with some D-bags who've been kind of making fun of him and, arguing for no apparent reason, I think, to get views. I just wanted to thank him. We've had a couple of exchanges, and I've done some response videos, and I just want to make sure everybody understands I do respect him and what he does, so that there's no confusion, because, sometimes you just got to pick a side when a line is being drawn. So, like, share, subscribe. As always, support your local swordmaster.